name is Gabriela Hernandez, and I am the social media manager at Cube USA. And this morning, I have the pleasure of sitting with.
Jarvis Hofines. I'm with Harris Company.
Fantastic. How are you doing today?
Good.
Great. Are you enjoying AHR Expo 2025?
Yeah. We were just talking. It's a very overwhelming place. There's so much to see in such little time.
Truly, it's like you need to be here for like 2 weeks in order to understand everything that's going on here.
Yeah.
But it's quite exciting, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, amazing. So tell us about yourself. Tell us about your company and what you do.
Harris Company is a nationwide mechanical contractor. The portion that I work for Harris is in the building automation side. I'm the VP of Technology Solutions. So my purview is helping all of the building automation teams across the nation develop standards, standard way of doing things, uh, supplying parts for all of those. That's pretty much it.
Fantastic. So, how long have you been with Cube?
I think we're going on close to 5 years now.
Fantastic. Wow, 5 years. Almost there to the big 1-0.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's great to hear. So, what are the parts of Cube that you would say you use in your company in the day to day?
Uh, so Harris is a big company. We have offices all across the U.S. and we've grown Harris by acquisitions as well. And so we recognized the need quite a while ago to standardize operation across the business. Most of the product we use is tritium based, which is very free form in the controls world, and so we sort of decided we need to start with the basics, and the basics would be estimating. So that was really what drew us to Cube in the first place, was to try and come up with an estimating platform that would standardize operations. And then as we started to learn all the pieces that bolted onto that helped streamline our operation, after the proposal went out, we sort of felt like it was the best fit for us.
Incredible. And so, since implementing the estimating portion of Cube into your company, do you see a difference between the before and after?
Yeah, certainly. I think like a lot of building automation businesses, fledgling businesses, maybe even some mature businesses, you get a mishmash of how people do it. Certainly, as we acquired businesses, we would bring on their good habits or their bad habits, the way they did things, and it really was dependent before on how great of an estimating spreadsheet. Really, that's what seems like most everybody used. What they had in there, what the knowledge of the person that was doing the estimate was. If they were doing things by rule of thumb. A rule of thumb in a Western state might have been different than a rule of thumb in a Midwest state or an Eastern state. So that was the biggest challenge we faced, and that was the thing that we've seen change for us the most, is just being able to have a baseline standard across all of our businesses.
Fantastic. And having that baseline allows an addition of efficiency and being able to help everyone to the best of your ability, correct?
Yeah, it also it helps us a ton with sales data. It helps sales leaders in our company, people that are sort of higher up the ladder that may not understand the technical work we do. Helps them understand, are we putting out estimates that make sense, even if they don't really understand the details in the estimate. So tying it in, we use Salesforce, tying in the data to Salesforce and being able to see, labor versus material costs, all that kind of stuff in a standardized fashion across the business has been a big, big help for us.
That's amazing. It must feel very empowering to be able to have everything at your fingertips. That way, you're not wasting time trying to find information. Instead, you have it right there, and you can get to work immediately.
Yeah, certainly the other challenge we faced as a company is just files. Where do you store files? Trying to get multiple offices to migrate data into OneDrive or into Teams or some cloud environment was a nightmare, to be honest. And so that was a sort of an unknown benefit, really, was being able to move to a cloud hosted platform where everything's in one spot.
Hmm.
It's easy to find. It's organized. We don't give the users the ability to create their own custom stuff that is a mess, to be honest. So that's been extremely helpful too.
Incredible. Are there any other results that you would like to share in terms of your addition to Cube in your company?
For us, I mean, we're rolling out all kinds of the pieces of the Cube platform. We're very deep in using the inventory management piece of it.
Hmm.
Um, and so we just kind of continue to develop. We pick a piece of Cube that maybe it's not perfect, to meet our needs how it is, but the Cube team's been really great to work with in customizing pieces of that for us for a company our size,
Yeah.
multiple locations. So yeah, we just keep kind of rolling out pieces and parts of it that's really independent of the estimating.
Wow, incredible. I mean, I love hearing, you know, we take our customers' feedback. So, I mean, it's instrumental for our growth and our ability to make sure that what we're offering for you is 100% to the best that we can offer you in your company, because all companies are completely different. So it's really great to hear your feedback and hear all of the incredible things that have allowed you to grow in the past 5 years, because your growth is our growth and vice versa. Now, I have a really important question for you.
Okay.
If someone were to come up to you and be on the fence about joining Cube, what would you tell that person?
I would ask them what their hesitation is.
Hmm.
You know, we were actually very close to signing a deal with another company when we came across Cube.
Wow.
And actually, what led us to Cube was a company that was in one of our peer groups.
Hmm.
Um, we brought it up to them in a conversation about how do you guys do this in your company, and they said, oh, we use this product called Cube, and they kind of showed me a little piece of it, and so I mean I think that should help you make a decision if you're somebody that's on the fence. Ask around, ask companies like me, ask other people that are using Cube.
Hmm.
For us, it was the right solution. It didn't necessarily have all the pieces exactly the way we wanted at the start. It took a significant investment in time from our team in building out assemblies and the baseline product the way we wanted it in our company. But it's certainly paying dividends now as we grow and get larger. Um, so yeah, I would say ask around. I think
Yeah.
it's a good way to find out what do other people think.
Absolutely. I mean, you get into everything what you put into it, If you put in effort and you're going to get that effort back in return. And again, I hear that, word of mouth is everything. And I for one am very grateful for that individual in your peer group that told you about Q, because then that brought us together.
Corey.
Shout out to you, Corey. Thank you so much for what you've done. You know, thank you so much for chatting with me today. I am just so happy that we've been together now for 5 years, heading into 10, hopefully 20, 30, and forever.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today. It has been such a pleasure speaking with you, Jarvis. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.